Hi, I'm Jay from Nikon Canada.
And I'm Chris from Nikon Canada.
Chris, we're here today to talk about something pretty exciting for us. I mean, we both enjoyed shooting the D810 for years. Beautiful camera, but obviously we brought out this new D850, and the list of improvements from the D810 are pretty exhaustive. And I'm hoping you can just take us through some of the few main highlights.
Absolutely. As you said, the 810, I think for all of us at the office, that was one of our favorite cameras. And so many people across the world loved it as well. And when people kind of started saying, well, what are you going to do next? I don't think they expected everything that we threw into the D850. Right off the bat, brand new sensor.
Yep.
So obviously we increased the megapixel count, going from 36 of the D810 up to now 45.7 in the D850. Now, resolution is just kind of part of the game. Everybody expects you to get high resolution files, very fine detail you're going to capture. But the more impressive thing for me about that sensor is it's a new backside illuminated sensor, which means it's more efficient at gathering light, which means that not only are the pixels smaller, but you're getting as good, if not better, dynamic range in the D810, because that's one of the landscape photographers, they want their dynamic range.
The hallmark of the D810.
Exactly, they did not want to lose that. So we kept that and made it even a little bit better.
Nice.
And then high ISO capability as well. So having that higher efficiency backside illuminated sensor really means that high ISOs is a place that the D850 can go and go without fear.
In spite of the resolution, which
In
is
spite of the
awesome.
resolution, exactly.
That's really, really cool.
So then you take the resolution on one side, but then you also have the speed on the other. So a lot of people didn't really expect that a 45 megapixel camera could also go and shoot sports and wildlife and action. Because the D810, as amazing as it is, not everybody out there initially thinks of, oh, the D810, that's a sports camera.
Right.
The 850 though, full 45 megapixel, whether you're shooting RAW or JPEG, no caveats, out of the box, 7 frames a second.
Nice.
If you go and take the battery grip and a D5 battery, so that's EMEL 18B, go pop it in here, you can get up to 9 frames a second. So you really don't have to choose between, do I want a high resolution camera or do I want a speed camera? You really have everything all in one package.
Okay, so you know me, I'm a sports guy. I love shooting sports, I love shooting wildlife. I mean, and you know I'm a big fan of using like AFC 3D tracking from like D5 and D500. So how does the D850 match up?
It is the same D5 autofocus system. So 153 autofocus points, a larger coverage than what you had with the D810. Everything, if you've ever shot with a D5, then you're gonna love what you're gonna get with the D850 while getting that great megapixel count and 7 or up to 9 frames a second.
Nice. So now, I mean, I'm a video guy. I love shooting video. I know there's quite a few improvements in terms of video on the 850. Just like a couple quick highlights on that.
Oh, well, I could go for hours, but I'm glad you said a couple quick highlights. So 4K, obviously. So you can do UHD 4K. You have a couple different options as to the framing that you can actually choose. So if you choose the DX crop mode, that's going to give you a 1.5 times crop. So if you're doing sports or wildlife and you want that extra reach from your lens, your 500mm lens is now equivalent to a 750mm.
Sweet.
But the opposite side, let's say you want a super wide shot with your 14 to 24.
Yeah, I love that lens.
To make that 14 to 14, you just go and choose the full crop of the sensor. So that's the first full frame camera that we've had that shoots 4K UHD quality and allows you to choose to record the entire frame.
That is awesome.
So then you take just the quality, the 4K resolution. We also have 1080p. You can shoot at 120 frames a second.
So ultra slow-mo.
Ultra slow-mo, and it processes it in camera.
Nice.
So out of the camera, it's all set to be shared. You also have focus peaking when you're shooting at 1080p as well. You can also use that for if you're doing just still photography as well. You have an old manual Nikkor lens you want to throw on there and use focus peaking to give you an aid while focusing. No problem whatsoever.
Okay, so I mean, basically, what I'm hearing here is it doesn't matter what you shoot, what you video, what you work with, like the D850 is sort of that.
It's honestly, it's probably our most versatile DSLR that we've ever made.
Nice. So if you want to check out a D850 for yourself, we definitely recommend you take a trip down to your local London drugstore. If you can't make it into your local London drugstore, of course, everything you need to know will be available on londondrugs.com. Thanks for watching.